Hey everyone, this is Will with Atlanta X Driver, and we are doing the recap for the $1,000 in 1 week. So, I'm going to go into my history of payouts, payout activity. It's Tuesday now. We drove from the 20th through the 26th, and we can see that the bonus, there it is, perfect. So, the earnings, prime time, that can't be all from surges. That's pretty sad if that's those are the only surges I got. And $15 in tips, which is kind of on the low side, I guess, for about 50 rides, but hey, I'll take it. And then the big power driver bonus, which we were going for. So we ended up getting 532. I don't know why I keep saying we. I ended up getting $532.79. Now, before I move forward, unfortunately, Lyft, if you haven't heard, you're hearing it now, has completely revamped their bonus system. If you go back and open the app as of August 28th, 2018, you will see that those bonus circles are gone. And it's different for every city, but they're doing streaks right now for Atlanta, which I don't know. This kind of sucks. $6 for 3 rides every day. I mean, if you want to break it down, that's $2 extra per ride, and in that aspect, it's good. But I don't know if it like keeps going. Like if you do 6 rides, you get 12. Um, it's just I don't know. I don't really like this layout because that means you can only get $12 extra. Now, if it's like every single day, then maybe. But you're still confined to like these hours again. And I know different cities, it's just been you drive. It doesn't matter your acceptance rate. It doesn't matter what time of the day as long as you get 150, 200, 300 rides. I know in California they've already established it, but basically what I'm trying to say is that our bonuses are gone in the way of the prime time acceptance rate, uh, number of rides given, the ones that we're all used to, and the $85 bonus is gone. So that kind of sucks, but the Lyft, they've been saying it's going to be easier to get their bonuses, so we'll have to see. But I don't want to say that it's going to be a lot harder to get these numbers, but it's just going to be different. I'm going to have to, I guess, do this again. So let me get into my earnings. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, so Uber has a Quest now. They did not have that last week when I was driving. So Uber has installed some bonuses. So you can get those if you're hardcore, or you should go for those anyway. Okay. So $487 and 532. So that's $1,019. And we're not including the tips in that, but the tips bring it out to a total of 1065 for our grand total of revenue. Now, that is not what we take home. So I already kind of broke it down in here, and I break it down pretty much in every video. So this was all done in 53 hours. Like 53 hours really isn't that much, especially when you like look how I've broken it down. Like Monday through Friday, yeah, those were full days, full and heavy. Saturday and Sunday, like that's nothing. So that's how it breaks down for me, and of course you guys can split it up really however you want to, but you really need to focus on, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Monday. I'm gonna go ahead and say I got lucky on Wednesday. That never happens. But I also had to basically earn it because Wednesday was my second highest day as far as miles driven. And that's kind of what this second part is about. So I drove a total of almost 1,300 miles. That is a lot in 1 week. So if you do this, 52 weeks out of the year, you are putting way over 50,000 miles in your car every year. That's why a lot of drivers will, drive for a couple months and then most of them are already driving used cars that probably have at least 20,000 miles on it. And then, something will come up like their brakes will need to be fixed, or hopefully their transmission isn't, but maybe their transmission might go up, their water pumps, their timer belts. There's a lot of things that can go wrong with most gas engine cars, really just any car in general. Um, but these things will rack up, and that's why I try and say, you can drive full time, but not for 40 years. You can't make this a career move unless you want to buy a new car every 2, 3, 4 years. Luckily, you have two ways of deducting, and I'm going to go ahead and apologize. I said I was going to go over taxes in this. I can't go over taxes fully 100% for a multitude of reasons, but there are two ways to deduct for this type of business. There's mileage deduction and there's itemized deduction. I use mileage deduction because that works in my favor. Basically, the U.S. government gives you a rate that you can deduct for every mile you've driven. I believe this year is it's 53 cents a mile. So that doesn't mean you get half of that money back. No. What happens is whether you file quarterly or whether you file quarterly or annually, you get to deduct a certain amount off of what you made, and the government will tax on that. That is what your taxable income is. But I really can't get into that too much. I was going through the numbers, and there's just so much to go through, and it's different for every person based on your state, based on your marital status, based on all the things you've got going on, whether you have another job and you file a W-2 or whether this is it and you're just filing a 1099. There's just too much to really cover and for it to make sense and to show. But you do get to deduct a great amount, and if you're filing everything properly, and I highly actually you need to consult a professional for your taxes. I'm not going to recommend anything because I use a professional tax accountant who happens to be a very good close friend of mine, who's one of my best friend's moms, my best friend's mom. So she just takes such good care of me, and she educates me as well. But I really can't dive into it with you because, like, if you can see down here, I was trying to do the calculations, and it's just a whirlwind of stuff. So that you guys need to do on your own, whether you're just doing TurboTax, or I hope you guys are, can find a professional consultant that you can trust, who can really help you and break it down for you. I really want to point out the total operating costs are, $219 right there. That is a significant amount. So if it was just that, I mean, it would be okay. But 1,065 minus, let's just say it's $220. So right off the bat, we're only taking $845 home into our pockets, quote unquote, not counting taxes. There's a lot into this, and I'm really sorry I can't really break this down for you guys because it goes beyond just taking out the federal income tax, depending on your tax bracket, the self-employed tax, which we all have to pay because this is a self-employed gig. That's a whole different percentage. You can see I was trying to calculate that. So there's a lot into this. But please, 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 if you're thinking about going into this full time, you're not quite sure, what the numbers are going to be, really all you have to do is drive for a week, see if you, like it, and you can do this for a year or 2 or 3, and then make these numbers into a year and then present them to a tax professional. So right off the bat, let's say you're driving 40 weeks out of the year, and we're still doing that many miles. You're going to put 52,000 miles on your car every year. Brand new car, Toyota Camry, you're looking at, 4 years driving that much. Maybe it's worth it for you, maybe it's not, but again, you can't do that for the next 40 years. So this is just a very quick recap of, how many hours we put in, how many miles we put in, and how much it costs operating wise to do all this stuff. So I really wanted to make this series and this video to, one, show you what goes into this business. It's not just driving and smiles and getting tips. 2, to negate all the videos you see. Oh, make $1,000 a week, make $1,500, make $2,000, make $2,500, $3,500, which is all, it is possible with referral codes and stuff. The simple driver who's from Atlanta, he makes a ton of money just from referral codes, because he's made videos with lots of value and people have seen that, and hopefully they've done their homework, but they've used his referral code, and he's gotten anywhere from $50 to $500 plus for everyone that's joined Uber and Lyft and made the whatever the certain amount of drives and the certain amount of time is. So in that aspect, there's a lot of money to be made, and you can always network and all this stuff that's kind of going off besides the point, but really just to shine some light on all of this for you guys. So I'm sorry I couldn't really go into the taxes, but consult a professional. I'm by no means a professional, obviously. Even if I was, I couldn't do this for all of you guys. But if you found value in these videos, in just the way I kind of laid things out, and this mobile view, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. What I'm going to start doing now, and I've noticed Terry Tips, of course he's ahead of me on this. He's always ahead of the game. But I'm going to save up for a dash cam and just start doing some like more entertaining stuff. So recording just goofy things I encounter on my travels as an Uber and Lyft driver. If you've watched some of my other videos, I have encountered some crazy things. But I want to start doing that for you guys, so it's not just all, cut and dry tips and, boring stuff. Because this stuff is extremely important. But we all need some, some things to laugh at, some, some driver view, like some personal stuff, if you will. Cool. So that's all I've got for this video. As always, I'll put my email in the description, so just hit me up if you have any questions, or if you want me to send you the info of my tax advisor, Mrs. Morgan. I'd be more than happy to do that. She's wonderful. She's great. She can work with anybody in the States, whether you're all the way in California or in Colorado or in Iowa or in New York. It doesn't matter. She can take care of you. She can do it all through the internet and all that stuff, maybe a phone call here or there. But if you want that information, I will be more than happy to give it to you. Just send me an email and I'll probably just send you to her. Cool. But yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for sticking around. And hopefully more good stuff to come. And I'm not gonna do this now, but I just got the green light to go international with my business. So that's really exciting. With that being said, things might slow down, but I'm gonna have to generate a lot of income to just support this business. So there'll probably be a lot more videos of just me driving. But if things slow down, that's my excuse why. And that's really it. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.